It's a tragic set of circumstances, and you know, our people always know that when you're out there doing your job, that there are certain risks inherent to wearing a uniform and going out and serving the community. But you know, a targeted assassination is such a shocking and unusual event. It really was tragic. It's unfortunate set of circumstances, and at this time of the year, and I know how concerning it is. I think it's every police chief's nightmare losing one of their guys. Sure. In the line of duty, and in those type of circumstances where they're just simply ambushed, and for no other reason than the fact that they wear this uniform, is really, you know, shocking and terribly sad for that family, that service. The circumstances here in Canada are somewhat different, but we lost those 3 officers in Moncton in June. And another, you know, that guy came to kill police officers in an event. You know, there's 84 recommendations in Iacobucci's report, and you know, it's a very thoughtful, you know, objective analysis of one of the most challenging things that police officers have to deal with, is dealing with people in crisis and making that choice, and the choices around the use of force or even deadly force. Iacobucci's report, I think, can be a game changer for us, and if properly implemented, and we're working tirelessly to make sure that we implement his recommendations. I think it can make a real difference. Violence, we've had a serious problem a decade ago with gang and youth violence in this city, and the problem hasn't completely gone away, but we've made some real progress in how we respond to it. So we saw it come down. We saw it come down steadily over the past 10 years. But frankly, in the last 4 or 5 months of this year, we've seen a slight increase in the number of violent occurrences. And I think we need to be concerned about that, and we need to pay attention to it. But we're proceeding, I think, with appropriate caution. And we're doing it in partnership with the Ministry of the Attorney General. The use of body cameras can potentially provide us with outstanding evidence, and there is a growing body of evidence that it can improve the quality of interactions between the police and the public. And there's a lot of different theories on why that is, but ultimately what's important is if the quality of interactions improve, if we can provide better service and we can do the job safer for everyone, that's a very positive thing. Right. But at the same time, there are significant implications for the disclosure of evidence, for prosecution, for the storage of video, and all of those issues need to be addressed, and we have to have good answers for them. You know, there aren't unlimited resources to police this city, and so when you're going to make any investment, you've got to understand what all of the costs of that investment might be. I've been given an extraordinary privilege. I got the best job in the city. I've been given the privilege of being the police chief for the Toronto Police Service for nearly a decade, and quite frankly, for me, I love this job. I'd do it forever. But you know, a political decision was made to make a change, and I accept that decision. We'll move on from here. I've already submitted the budget for 2015 from the Toronto Police Service, and it's gone through my board, and it's off to the Budget Committee down at City Hall. And in fact, we have 350 fewer police officers today than we had in 2010. And so we have tried to find ways to continue to maintain public safety and to deliver the quality of service that the people of Toronto have come to expect and need from their police service with fewer people. The new mayor has made it very clear that he places a great priority on the efficient flow of traffic around the city, reducing traffic congestion. And you know, for the last several years, our focus in traffic enforcement has been primarily around keeping our roadways safe, and we've seen a very significant reduction in collisions and in people injured and traffic fatalities in the city. But certainly, we are responding to his priorities, and there'll be a significant enforcement campaign. We're going to spend the next week in a public education campaign just letting people know the consequences of the actions that they may do that cause a lot of the problems on our roadways, and so there'll be a significant increase in enforcement. I always like to let people know it's coming so that all the smart people can change their behavior and avoid the consequences of the ticket.